The following is a feature presentation of SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network.
The AFC North has been on a dominant season this year, and now one of their illustrious members is about to head to Tecmo Super Bowl 59. But the question is, who will it be? Will it be Lamar Jackson leading the Ravens to their first ever Tecmo Super Bowl appearance with him under center? Or will it be the Cincinnati Bengals, their season of dreams becoming reality? We're about to find out here. Welcome everybody to the AFC Championship game here on SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network. Hello everybody, I am your host and broadcaster, Joe. At the start of this season, the Baltimore Ravens came in and shocked the world by beating the Kansas City Chiefs. And now they are just one game away from making it to Tecmo Super Bowl 59. They have not been here since the 2012-2013 season when they had Joe Flacco leading them into Tecmo Super Bowl 47. Where they beat the San Francisco 49ers. But now they've got Lamar, a man who has struggled to get through the playoffs every time he has appeared. Playoff Lamar has been a statement about him ever since. Every time he gets to the playoffs, he just doesn't seem to do all that well, and it leads to them bowing out early. But now they want to get to the Tecmo Super Bowl with him when they were just one game away last season. But they have a very, very difficult opponent in their way. The Cincinnati Bengals. They were in the Tecmo Super Bowl 3 years ago against the LA Rams, where they lost at the last minute. And now they want to try and make it back there. The last two seasons did not end well for them, but they have 15 wins. And they're hoping that they can be one of the few 15-win teams to make it to the Tecmo Super Bowl and win, the first team to do so since the '85 Bears. Can they do it? Will they do it? That is the question for both of these teams. We're going to find out very shortly. We're going to take a small break before we do, however, and when we come back, we'll bring you down to Paycor Stadium for the 2024-25 AFC Championship game. And here we are at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The Ravens will call heads, and it will indeed be heads. So they will elect to return this one. So that will be Evan McPherson kicking off, and Deontay Hardy will be back to return. The AFC Championship game on the line. Hardy will be back about 2 or 3 yards in his own end zone and gets up to about the 17. Take a look at the Baltimore Ravens starting offense. Lamar Jackson leading this Ravens team to their second straight AFC Championship game appearance. Lining up behind him, Derrick Henry, the former Titan in his first year with the Ravens, has been running all over this league. Zay Flowers and Rashad Bateman are the wide receivers for Lamar to throw to, but just in case that's not enough, he's also got a dual tight end package with Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely, both of whom will be lining up on the offensive line alongside Tyler Linderbaum, Andrew Voorhees, Daniel Falele, Ronnie Stanley, and Patrick McCarry. John Harbaugh is the 17-year head coach for the Ravens, and the offensive coordinator is Todd Monken. First and 10 Ravens. Jackson in shotgun formation, looking for an open man. Gotta find somebody. Throwing to his left for Zay Flowers, who leaps up to grab this one, getting into Cincinnati territory. Still going before he's eventually wrapped up and taken down about the 21-yard line. Let's take a look at that Cincinnati Bengals defense while we got a chance to show them off. Trey Hendrickson, Shelton Rankins, and B.J. Hiller, defensive linemen. At the linebacker positions, you've got Jermaine Pratt, Mike Hilton, Logan Wilson, and Sam Hubbard. Daxton Hill and Cam Taylor-Britt are the corners for Cincinnati. And meanwhile, the safeties are Geno Stone and Von Bell. Lou Anarumo in his 6th year as the defensive coordinator for the Bengals, and the special teams coordinator is Darren Simmons. First and 10 for Baltimore, man in motion. Jackson going to hand this off to Henry, who gets swarmed behind the line of scrimmage for the loss of 5. Defense was ready for that play. So 2nd and 15, a throw to the left for Andrews, and he's got the first down, and he's in for the touchdown! Mark Andrews, such a reliable weapon for the Ravens. Honestly, all the weapons that Lamar has have been pretty reliable this season, as Tucker's kick on the way is good. And so the Ravens will take the 7-0 lead to start this game. Jones will be back to return. He will take this one up to about the 20. Still going to 25, down around the 26. Let's take a look at that starting offense for the Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow, 5th year out of LSU. His first time in the AFC Championship game since the year that they went to the Super Bowl. Fortunately, he will not have Zach Moss or Chase Brown behind him. Instead, he will have Travion Williams as his running back. Andre Yoshivas, Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins are the wide receiving corps for Cincinnati. And at the tight end position, they've got Mike Gesicki, who's lining up on the offensive line alongside Ted Karras, Cordell Wilson, Alex Kappa, Orlando Brown Jr., and Trent Brown. Zach Taylor, the 6th-year head coach for the Bengals, and the offensive coordinator is Dan Pitcher in his first year with this team. First and 10 for Cincinnati. Burrow in shotgun formation. Gonna get swarmed by the defense. Trenton Simpson there with the sack. And let's take a look at that Baltimore Ravens defense. Nnamdi Madubuike, Michael Pierce, and Travis Jones are your defensive linemen. At the linebacker positions, you've got Kyle Van Noy, Trenton Simpson, who just got that sack, Roquan Smith, and Odafe Awe. Brandon Stevens and Marlon Humphrey are the corners for Baltimore, and meanwhile the safeties are Marcus Williams and Kyle Hamilton. Zachary Orr, the first-year defensive coordinator for the Ravens, and the special teams coordinator is Chris Horton. 2nd and long for Cincinnati. Burrow looking and throwing to his right for Jamar Chase, incomplete. 3rd and 20. Bengals back at about their own 17. Going to hand it off to Williams, who is going to get to a little bit behind the line of scrimmage. So Ryan Raquel, the rookie punter out of BYU, will punt this off. Deontay Hardy will be back to return. He'll take it from the 29-yard line, and still going. Gets to the 50 of the entire team. Taking down around the 43. I don't know what I was saying there. But either way, handoff from Lamar. No, play action. I was fooled. Throws for Zay Flowers, who dives for it, but can't quite get it. Play action over the left was pretty solid. I got fooled, that's for sure. Man in motion for the Ravens. Jackson going to hand this one off to Henry, who gets to the line of scrimmage. A little bit extra, but not enough. 3rd and 10. Jackson going to try and run forward with this one. Running up the middle. Gets the first down. Still going. He keeps on running. And he's got the touchdown himself. How about that from Lamar? And the Ravens get to extend their lead even further. Extra point kick by Tucker is on the way and good. 14-0 Baltimore. So that will be Charlie Jones back to return this kick. He'll take it from about the 2.5. And going to get up to the 19-yard line before he's eventually taken down. 1st and 10 for Cincinnati. Trailing by 14, but still very early. Handoff to Williams does not go very far. Loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Burrow dropping back. Looking for somebody open. Got to get this one off in time. Throwing it over the middle for T. Higgins. And Higgins going to keep on going as he got the first down. And more gets into Ravens territory. And down at the Baltimore 48. 1st and 10, Cincinnati. Burrow dropping back. Looking for somebody open. Throwing to his right for Chase, who's got the first down. I think he did anyway. They're going to measure it anyway. Yes, he did. 1st and 10 for the Bengals. Ball on the 38 of the Ravens. Burrow throws for Jamar Chase, who's wide open. No one's even close to him. Touchdown, Bengals. Tiger throws to Tiger, and it scores for the Bengals. So with the Evan McPherson extra point attempt here, kick will be on the way. And nearly blocked, but it is through. 14-7. So the Bengals do get onto the board. Now they got to get the ball back and score to tie this game up. Hardy going to take this from the 1.5. Going to get to the 20-yard line where he is stopped. 1st and 10. Baltimore, man in motion in front of Lamar. Jackson looking for somebody open. Going to throw it to his left for Henry. And Henry's going to get this one easily at 1st down off of that screen pass. Makes it 16 yards. 1st and 10 for the Ravens. Jackson going to run this one himself to the left side. And he's going to get wrapped up at the 41. And that's where he'll be stopped for the gain of 5. 2nd and 5 with 58 seconds to go. Jackson, play action roll to his left. Looking for an open Isaiah Likely, who's right in front of him. And he gets the first down easily. But stays on the Ravens side of the 50. And unfortunately, Isaiah Likely going to be injured on this one. That's real unfortunate. So that means the Ravens going to go with Nelson Aguilar at the tight end position. 1st and 10. Jackson going to hand this one off to Derrick Henry. And Henry got the first down as he keeps on running with it. And he's going to get more yardage. Gets past the 20, down at the 18. Great work by Derrick Henry on that run. 1st and 10, man in motion. Jackson going to hand this one off. No play action, but the defense wasn't fooled. Daxton Hill gets the sack for the loss of 10. And that's how we'll go into the second quarter. 2nd and 20 on the 28. Jackson, play action, rolling to the left, looking for an open man, throwing for Zay Flowers deep into the end zone, incomplete. 3rd and 20. Man in motion in front of Lamar. Shotgun formation. Jackson looking for an open man. Gotta get this one off. Throws it for a shot. Bateman to his right. And he's got it. He's wrapped up though. Not able to score, but does get it to the 4-yard line for the 1st and goal. Man in motion for Lamar. Hand off to Henry, and he runs it in easily for that touchdown. Derrick Henry gets the Ravens lead extended back to double digits. And the extra point here by Justin Tucker is on the way, and it's good. 21-7, Baltimore has the lead. Jones will be back to return this one for Cincinnati. They could still score and then score again later. They will get the ball back to start the second half as a reminder. As Jones going to get this up to the 29-yard line. 1st and 10, Cincinnati. Man in motion to the left for Joe Burrow. Hand off to Williams. And he's going to run along the far side and gets about 7 on that one. 2nd and 3. Men in motion for the Bengals. Burrow tosses for Williams. He's going to run along the far side. Gets to the 40. And that is enough for the first down. 1st and 10, Cincinnati. Burrow tossing for Williams, who's going to run along the near side and taken down after a gain of only 1. 2nd and 9. Burrow in shotgun formation, looking for an open man. Going to try and run forward with it, but Roquan Smith says not so fast. 3rd and 13. Man in motion to the left of Burrow. Burrow dropping back. Looking for somebody open, but Michael Pierce there to take him down as well. So that's going to make it 4th and 21. So the Bengals are forced to punt. Raquel, the punter. Hardy, the return man. This is a pretty deep one. Going to get to the 6-yard line. And Hardy going to get taken down around the 15. 1st and 10, Baltimore Ravens. Jackson going to hand this one off. No, play action, rolling to his left. That's what happens when you establish the run. Zay Flowers, though, not able to get his hands on this one. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Jackson going to hand it off to Derrick Henry. And he's going to run along the near side, still going. It's hard to take him down. Got a 15-yard gain on that one. 1st and 10, shotgun formation, man in motion for Lamar. He's going to try and run forward with it. And taken down by Trey Hendrickson for the loss of 8. 2nd and 18. Lamar in shotgun formation, looking for somebody open. Jackson going to throw this one to his left for Mark Andrews. And he's got the first down, avoiding the tackle, avoids another one, still going into Cincy territory, avoids a 3rd, and fighting for extra yardage as he gets taken down around the 24. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. How about Mark Andrews? Jackson looking, trying to find someone, throws to his right for Rashad Bateman, but it's deflected. Incomplete. That could have been dangerous. 2nd and 10 for the Ravens. Hand off to Henry, but they were ready for him, so he loses 5. 3rd and long on the 29, it looks like. Jackson in shotgun formation. Gonna throw this one over the middle for Andrews. And Andrews going to avoid the tackles as he runs it in for the touchdown. And Baltimore keeps on extending their lead. With the extra point attempt here by Justin Tucker, if it goes through, which it should, this will be a 21-point lead, and it is good. 28-7. Cincinnati very much not looking like a 15-win team, but they're going to try and make up for it. Jones going to take this from the 5. We've seen weirder comebacks before in this season. 28-7. Man in motion in front of Burrows in shotgun formation on this 1st and 10. And he's going to throw this one for Jamar downfield. And look at Jamar Chase go as he's going to get taken down around the 28. 1st and 10 for Cincinnati. Timeout called by the Bengals. 1:47 to go. Man in motion. Burrow dropping back. Looking at throwing to his left for T. Higgins. And he's got the touchdown. And Cincinnati taking a big lead here. 28-13 now. It'll be 28-14 if the Evan McPherson extra point goes through. Kick on the way, and it's good. 28-14. So the Bengals cut their deficit down to only needing twice as many points as what they have. Hardy going to take this from about 2 or 3 yards in his own end zone. Going to get up to about the 16, and unfortunately he is done. Deontay Hardy now injured. So that means for kick and punt returns, they're going to go with Justice Hill. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Man in motion with Jackson in shotgun formation. Going to try and run forward with this one. Taking it himself. Look at this man run. You cannot forget about Lamar's legs as he gets to about the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 with less than a minute to go. Man in motion in front of a shotgun Jackson. He's going to run forward with it, but B.J. Hill there to take him back even further for the loss of 7. Ravens got a call their first time out. 2nd and long on the 41-yard line. Hand off to Derrick Henry, and the defense sniffed it out. 3rd and a mile. Ball at about the 39. Jackson in shotgun. Going to try and run forward with it. Throws it for Mark Andrews. And he's not going to get enough for the first down. Got 13 yards. So 5 seconds left. They're going to go with the Justin Tucker field goal attempt. This will be a 67-yarder. Kick on the way. It's up. And only Justin Tucker can make a kick like that. 31-14. So Jones will be back to return this one, but don't know if it'll mean anything. Yes, he's going to get to the 20 and down at the 22. So that will do it for the first half of play. The Ravens in the lead by 17 points. But the Bengals will get the ball to start the second half. A reminder to you all, later today, we'll be having the NFC Championship game as Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons head up north to take on an old foe of his in the form of the Philadelphia Eagles, being led by Jalen Hurts. That's all coming up for you later on today, the NFC Championship game here on SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network. So the Bengals will try to cut this deficit down as much as they can. Joe's going to take this one, and he'll take it to the 15, and that's where he'll be stopped. So 1st and 10. Cincinnati only has one loss this season, but that's to the team hosting the NFC Championship game later today, as he's only going to get about 5 yards on that one. 2nd and 5, man in motion to the left of Burrow. And off to Williams, and he doesn't get very far. 3rd and 5, men in motion. Burrow dropping back, going to try and run forward, but Travis Jones there to take him down for the sack for the loss of 5. And the Bengals are forced to punt. Raquel the punter. Hill the return man. And Justice Hill going to take this from about the 24, it looks like. He'll get up to the 40 and down at the 43. 1st and 10 for Baltimore. Man in motion behind Lamar, who is going to play action and roll to his left. Lamar throws for Zay Flowers downfield, and Zay Flowers wide open. Gonna avoid a tackle and score. And Baltimore going to extend their lead even further to a 24-point lead. It'll be 25 if this kick goes through. Kick on the way is good. Jones will be back to return. This is a 34-point lead, I apologize. As Jones going to get to about the 16-yard line. That's where the Bengals start this drive. 1st and 10. Burrow dropping back. Got to find somebody. Throwing to his right for Andre Yoshivas. And he's got the first down and gets into Ravens territory, Baltimore territory. Down at about the 44. 1st and 10. Men in motion. Burrow dropping back. Running out of time, throwing to his right for Jamar Chase, who's got the first down and a little bit extra. Add the sprinkles to that first down Sunday. 1st and 10. Burrow tossing for Williams, who's going to run along the near side. And he's only going to get about 4, maybe 5 yards. 5 yards it is. 2nd and 5. Man in motion in front of a shotgun-laden Burrow. Burrow going to throw to his right, incomplete. Looks like that was for Tre'Davious Williams. Travion Williams. Burrow looking for an open man, throwing to his right for Jamar Chase, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! And with that, the Bengals take back the points that they gave up to Baltimore, as this kick is on the way, and it is a 17-point game. 38-21. Hill will be back to return. He'll take it from the 3. That's up to about the 11 where he breaks the tackle. Still going. And down to the 17. 1st and 10, Baltimore. Defense needs to make a big stop here and quickly. Hand off to Derrick Henry. And Henry going to break tackles. Look at this man go. He gets taken down to the 44, it looks like, for the gain of 27. Jackson in shotgun formation. Going to try and throw this one over to his right. Incomplete, though. Out of bounds. 2nd and 10. Jackson going to play action. Roll to his left. And he's going to run it himself, and he's got the first down and more. Look at this man go. And taken down around the 23, maybe 24. But more likely 23. 1st and 10 for Lamar. Throws it to his right for Mark Andrews. He's going to break the tackles. And gets taken down around the 9. 1st and goal for Baltimore. Jackson going to hand this one off to Derrick Henry. And he gets about 5 on that one. 2nd and goal on the 4-yard line. Jackson with the man in motion. And they hand it off to Derrick Henry, who runs it along the far near side, cuts back to the middle for the touchdown. And how about this Ravens team putting 40 on the Bengals before we even get to the fourth quarter. Extra point by Tucker is on the way, and it's good. 45-21. Charlie Jones will be back to return this. He'll take it from the 5-yard line. It's up to the 15, now the 20, 25, and down around the 28 or so. And so it'll be 1st and 10 for Cincinnati, who needs to score and score quickly. They are down by 24. As Williams only going to get about 3 yards there. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Burrow looking for an open man. Throws to his left for T. Higgins. And look at T. Higgins go! He's gone for this touchdown! So Cincinnati gets some extra points that they can get. They need as many of these things. Because they're going to be trailing by 17 after this McPherson extra point goes through. Which it does. 45-28. Hill will be back to return. McPherson kicks it off. He'll take it from the 6. And he's going to break a tackle at the 14. Gets wrapped up at the 19. And that's where he stopped. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. We go into the fourth quarter. Ravens have the ball and a 17-point lead. Play action by Lamar. Looking for somebody open. Throwing downfield for Zay Flowers, who's in the Cincy territory. And he got into the red zone down at the 17. Actually, I think that's the 18. My apologies. 1st and 10. Jackson looking for an open man. Throwing to his left for Zay Flowers. And it's incomplete. So it'll be 2nd and 10 for Baltimore. Man in motion for Lamar. Hands it off to Derrick Henry. And taken down after a gain of only 5. Man in motion for Lamar. In front of them. Shotgun formation. Lamar throws to his right for Rashad Bateman. But he can't get a hold of it. Incomplete. So they'll go for the field goal. To make this a 20-point game. Kick by Tucker on the way. It's on automatic chip shot field goal for Justin Tucker. And that's a 20-point lead for Baltimore. The Bengals need to score and score quickly. Jones will be back to return this from the 5. Gets up to the 15, now to the 20. 25-yard line, 30. 35, still going down now at the 37, it looks like. 1st and 10, Cincinnati needs to get these points now. Toss to Travion Williams, and he's only going to get about 1 yard. Maybe. Not even that, they'll say. Maybe a few inches. 2nd and 10. Burrow going to try and run forward, but Roquan Smith says, no, you will not. Loss of 5 on that one. 3rd and 15. Man in motion for Burrow as he drops back. Going to throw it over the middle for Andre Yoshivas. And he's only going to get about, 11-yard line. 11 yards. They got to go for it on 4th down. Burrow looking at throwing to his right for Andre Yoshibas, who dives for the 1st down! Down at the 33. The Bengals are not done yet. 1st and 10. Burrow dropping back. Looking for somebody open. Throwing for Andre Yoshibas over the middle, who's got the 1st down. And down at the 15. Little over 4.5 to go. Man in motion to the left of Burrow. Looking for somebody. Running forward, but Travis Jones there to take him down for the loss of 8. 2nd and long. Men in motion for Cincinnati. Burrow. Got to find someone. Throwing to his right for Jamar Chase in the end zone, but it's deflected and incomplete. 3rd and long. The Bengals need a touchdown. A field goal does them no good. As Burrow going to run forward. Travis Jones there to take him back another 5 yards. They're going for the field goal anyway. This will be a 46-yarder. Apologize for almost getting that number wrong as the kick by McPherson goes through. 48-31. They got to go for the onside kick here. It's going to bounce around. It's picked up by Zay Flowers at about the 48, and this one might be over. Man in motion in front of a shotgun Jackson. Jackson gets this one off for Mark Andrews, and he's got the 1st down at the 40. 3.5 to go. With a little extra change, too. Jackson going to try and run forward with it. Takes it himself. And he's got past the first down. He's still going. And the Ravens are going to seal this game away. Lamar Jackson gets a good run here. And this one might be over for you, Cincinnati fans. Yet another 15-win team that's not able to even get to the Super Bowl. It's Tucker's kick on the way for Jones to return. He'll take it from the 2. And gonna get this one up to the 20-yard line where he will be stopped. And unfortunately, he is gonna be hurt now with 2.5 to go. So that means for kick and punt returns, they're gonna go with Trenton Irwin. Assuming they even get another chance at a return. With a deficit as big as this and with little time as that they have, this one we're in garbage time, folks. What a great season the Baltimore Ravens have been having. Derrick Henry been a key piece for them, but Lamar's been doing well himself. As Cincinnati going to call their second time out here. The Ravens got to the 5 seed. We're only a few games out from potentially taking this division, but it belonged to Cincinnati. But unfortunately for the Bengals, they just were not able to beat this Ravens team who get it. And the third attempt is Jamar Chase. Look at this man go. Gets taken down around the 12 or 13-yard line. Bengals going to call their final timeout with 1.5 to go. It would take a stunning miracle for the Ravens to lose this game. A throw to the left for T. Higgins, and he's got the touchdown in garbage time, though. Going to make it 55-38 if the extra point by McPherson is good. And it will be. So it'll be a 17-point lead for Baltimore. They're going to go for the onside kick. Going to bounce around, and it's going to get picked up by Lamar. So 1st and 10 at the Ravens 46. Man in motion. Lamar going to play action, roll to his left. Going to take it himself. Still going, got the first down at the 41. It'll be an all-birds Tecmo Super Bowl. But will the Ravens be taking on the Eagles or the Falcons? That's the question here. Lamar in shotgun formation. Looking for an open Mark Andrews, but can't quite connect with him. Incomplete. The Ravens took control of this game early on and never let go for even a second. As Lamar going to try and throw this one over the middle for Mark Andrews. He's got it easily. 9 seconds to go. They're just going to go for the field goal. They'll actually take it with 5 seconds left. A 52-yarder from Justin Tucker. And this kick is good. So a 20-point lead is how we're going to end this game. They'll kick it off. Irwin going to give the Bengals their last play. He'll take it from about the half-yard line. Gets up to the 10, now to the 15, and he's going to fumble the ball. Going to get picked up by the Bengals, but it will not matter. The Baltimore Ravens are headed to Tecmo Super Bowl 59 off a score of 58-38. Lamar, Derek, I hope you guys enjoy your first trip to the big game. And what a game it has been here, but congratulations to the Baltimore Ravens, your 2024/2025 Tecmo AFC champions. And so with that, we take a look at once again at how the AFC looked this season. The Baltimore Ravens reign supreme. They are the top of the AFC for the first time since Joe Flacco led this team to a Tecmo Super Bowl victory in Tecmo Super Bowl 47. But who will they be playing? That is the important information we're going to have to find out later on today. So join us later on for our broadcast of the NFC Championship game between the Falcons and the Eagles. For all of us here at SVGN, the Sports Video Game Network, I'm your host, Joe, saying good night, everybody.